Hello and welcome to this exciting fixture between Hawick U18s and Tynedale Colts at the Volunteer Park 3G in Hawick. Here come Hawick then in the traditional green colours. It's a strong team for Hawick today. In the forwards, U18 and Ross Borthwick are the props, with Moses Silveira getting the nod at hooker. Ben Murdoch and Vice-Captain Jamie Grant make up the middle row, and Sam Frizzle and Billy McNeil are chosen at flankers, while David Murphy-Clark moves to number 8. Meanwhile, the backs are made up of a very strong half-back partnership between Ben Scott and Bailey Donaldson. Charlie Welsh also regains a number 12 jersey after a positive display at Stirling last weekend, whilst Finn Gordon Woolley gets the nod outside centre. The back three is a fast one with Anton Archie and Newman on the wings, whilst Paul Goldie starts at full-back. Bailey Donaldson gets us underway then. It's a thumping kick right down the throat of Tynedale, chased by Matt Newman. It resulted in a knock-on for Tynedale, so it'll be a Hawick scrum on the 5 metre line, promising an attacking position for Hawick. Scott feeds in. Good drive from Tynedale, but it's the number 8 that picks it up. It's David Murphy-Clark who dives in the corner, and it is a try. In the first 90 seconds of the game, David Murphy-Clark has jumped in the corner. Hawick go again then. Through Donaldson, goes himself. Hits up, and it takes a group of Tynedale players to bring him down. Welsh comes in to stand off and takes off Billy McNeil. Billy McNeil runs a superb line. Just held on to him, brought down inside the Tynedale half. Ross Borthwick now gains some vital yards for Hawick. Keep putting pressure on, maintaining the momentum. Scott gives it to Donaldson. Donaldson can't find a gap this time. I'll look to go again. This time through Murdoch. Murdoch breaks the line of defence. Murdoch's on his own. Just a full-back to brush off. Does so easily. And he'll go right under the sticks for Hawick's second try in the first 10 minutes. Tynedale scrum then. Just inside the Hawick half. Looking for a reply to Hawick's early lead. Successfully win their own scrum and now try to use it through the backs. Hawick's defence up quick in their face, and Donaldson tackles them to try and win the ball back. He does so, wins the turnover. It was fair. Hawick now try and use this to their advantage through Welsh to Billy McNeil. Billy McNeil runs himself, gives it to Anton Archie in the wing. Chips through. No Hawick player can get there to gather the ball back, and so Tynedale try and scurry their cell out of this sticky situation. Hawick bring him down. Looking to keep some pressure on. Hawick win the ball through Donaldson. Zigzags in and out of the defence and scores under the sticks for the third try in the match. Line out to Tynedale then. Just outside the Hawick 22. Go at the front. Can't really gather it. So Hawick take advantage and have ball for themselves now. Through the hands. David Murphy-Clark. Donaldson. Then to Billy McNeil. Squirms through the defence. Gives it back to Donaldson. Into the Tynedale half. Donaldson, Anton Archie's there. He fails to give it them. You couldn't see him. Hawick trying to put some pressure on it. Finn Gordon Woolley. 3 defenders to get by. Gets by 2. Welsh is there if he needs them. Gives it to Welsh. And it's safe to say after the 4th try of the match, the Hawick are running riot. Hawick scrum then. In a promising position. Scott gets the ball in. Good drive. Tynedale won the ball back. Have turned it over. And they punt the ball long up the field to try and gain some territory. One falls to Anton Archie though, who's got time to run. Gives it to Goldie. Goldie goes himself, but then offloads out to Matt Newman, who got time to run for the first time in the game. Brought down by a Tynedale defence. Hawick on the attack then. That's Billy McNeil again. Hitting up hard. It's like trying to use the ball wide. They've got an overlap on this stand side. The ball's dropped for Donaldson, but they managed to regather it. Sam Frizzle goes himself. Definitely pressures on Tynedale because Hawick are Moses Silveira that goes. Brought down, now they're at the 5 metre line. Hawick ready to score again. Scott goes himself and scores. Tynedale in possession then. Clear the ball. Trying to use some pressure off their shoulders. Falls to Welsh. Goes out to Scott. Goes a little gallivant on himself. I give it to Martin Newman. Chance to run. And the ball out to Paul Goldie. Paul Goldie pops up to Sam Frizzle, and Sam Frizzle dives in the corner. Another try for Hawick. So Hawick scrum then, on the halfway line. Scott feeds in. Murphy Clark takes it out the back, gives it to Scott. Scott sells a dummy and goes himself. Scott, he's got Anthony Archie outside him if he needs him. Gives it to Anthony Archie. Anthony Archie's on the wing. Oh, he's just brought down. It's a very high tackle, and right enough the referee does give the advantage for the high tackle. Hawick have got a free run at this then. They go through Silveira. Hits up hard. Can't quite reach the line, but they're edging closer. They're so close now. They're screaming for out wide. Donaldson goes himself. Can he get it down? He does. The referee awards a try. It's another try for Hawick. Murphy Clark then. Billy McNeil, who finds Finnegan Woolley, who will run all the way in for Hawick's 8th try this first half. Just before half time, it'll be the last play. What a try from a nothing position, really. So half time here at the Volunteer 3G. And it's Hawick 50, Tynedale Colts 0. Line out to Tynedale then, who'll be looking to get some points on the board after a pretty disappointing first half display. Hawick jump for the line out. Frizzle gets it. Scott gives it out to Donaldson. Donaldson fends off the first defender. Changes direction and comes round to the stand side. Finds a gap between the defence. And he should run all the way in himself and get another try for Hawick, and a great solo effort for Billy Donaldson there to secure the points. Tynedale have then from the line out. Hawick on the defensive foot. Hawick have definitely had more of the possession in this. That's Ryan Too Good putting out a big tackle off the bench. What can Tynedale do here to maybe get Hawick thinking? Oh, well, the kick possession away. Maybe trying to gain some territory. What a take for Paul Goldie there at fullback. Now he can run. He offloads to Finnegan Woolley, who has all the time in the world to find that space on the far side. And that'll be Hawick's 10th try. Tynedale then with a restart. High and short. Frizzle drops it, but goes back and Jamie Grant regathers, the vice captain. Ryan Too Good with a carry. Oh, it takes some men to bring him down anyway. And now Hawick will go through the backs. Billy Donaldson, brilliant line for Billy McNeil, and the pass is secure. Billy Donaldson's there if he needs him with a 2-on-1. Brilliant try for Hawick. Oh, and they're scoring some belters a try today. Tynedale scrum then on the Hawick 10-metre line. Hawick drive them back a few yards. And then Too Good puts in a good tackle. Hawick looking to regain some possession. Tynedale looking to get some points on the board. They go through the forwards. That Jerk Cameron with a big low tackle. Tynedale, oh, they kick the ball away again. And that'll fall into Billy Donaldson's arms. What magic can he create for this position? Again, it'll take 3 or 4 defenders to bring him down to the ground. So Scott to Welsh, then Murdoch to McNeil, and then Too Good, then back to Billy McNeil. Billy McNeil's away. Tynedale defence cannot get back quick enough. Just a full back to beat. He hands him off. He offloads into Finnegan Woolley, and he'll score another try for Hawick. So it'll be a Hawick scrum in a position that Hawick will think the backs can take advantage of. Scrum's not been too good, but this time they secure it, and that'll be David Murphy Clark, who picks and goes himself. Oh, out the back door to Welsh, who can just regather it. Gives out to Paul Goldie on the fullback position. Back into Welsh. Can he get over the line? The rest says he can. And it's another great try for Hawick. Tynedale half then. Looking to gain some pride out of this, if anything. Trying to get out of their own half as well. They've seemed to be in there quite a while. They spill the ball though, and Hawick will have. That's Frizzle. Gives it out to Donaldson. Donaldson finds another gap. Goes himself. Gives it to McNeil. And just like a game of sevens rugby, Billy McNeil dives under the post to score another try for Hawick. So the Tynedale scrum then. Looking to get some points on the boards in the dying minutes of this game. Sells the dummy, breaks the line of defence, comes back into the busy area. Can't find the gap. But they'll come again to this starn side. That's York Cameron trying to win the turnover. Tynedale player tries to sneak around the side unsuccessfully. They go again. Crossfield kick. Should go dead. Does so. And that'll be full time here at the Volunteer Park 3G. Hawick will be more than happy with their performance today. Some great free-flowing running rugby on show. Tynedale will be bitterly disappointed to come away with no points. Congratulations, Jim, on the big win today. How do you think you and the boys performed?
I think altogether we performed really good. We obviously lacked in some areas, like our scrum needed a bit more tighter, but we kept our communication good and we stuck in it. You know, kept pressure on them and just stuck together.
I think you all played really good. You sort of got our moves going and carried around the forwards, and then the backs were good.
Have you got any upcoming games, and what's your thoughts on them?
You've got one. That was the last game of the first half of the season, and then you've got a friendly next week against Danny, and then straight back into the second half of the season.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So it was a great performance for the Hawick boys today. Scoring 14 tries. Billy Donaldson, the stand-up performance, getting 36 points on his own. So full time at the Volunteer Park 3G. It's Hawick under 18s 86. Tynedale Colts 0.